All right. Hey guys. Hey guys. Hey guys. I ain't know it was live yet. Okay, baby. I'm starting my video, love, okay? All right. And we're back. And we're back. I had to change, I changed a little bit. A little bit. This looks kind of funny, but I changed a little bit because it's a new live, right? Okay, so I told you I would be back. Hold on, YouTube. I'm trying to situate YouTube real quick. Okay, YouTube, y'all can see me. Had to change a little bit, switch it up a little bit, different video. All right, so you guys can see by the title what we're talking about in this video, okay? So we're gonna get to it. But first, let me record so that it will post. There we go. All right. Welcome back. So you guys can tell already by the title, we're diving deep. And let me tell you something. The enemy has been putting it heavy on my heart. Like, oh, I don't even want to talk about this. Like, it's so sick. I already did my first video on Alfred Kinsey, this pedophile who was never charged, who did all these sexual acts on children and tracked orgasms and all these wicked things. I did that video. I didn't even want to talk about it. I didn't even want to do it. But these things need to be exposed, period. I don't see a lot of people doing this. So we're going to do it. Okay. But in this video, we're actually going to look into this child rapist. We're going to look a little bit into his life and where he's at now and what he's trying to do now, because I just think it's so funny how these people just want to automatically, because people are thinking, hold on. Yeah. Because people are thinking that now they can change genders, right? You can just wake up one day and say like, hey, I'm a cat now, or I'm a boy now, or I'm a whatever the case may be. Now these wicked and evil rapists are trying to use that to take advantage of victims. And it's not new, and it happens all the time. These trans men, they use this as a clutch to be able to get victims. It's absolutely disgusting. I can't even use a public bathroom without fear of a biological man that can dress as a woman and act like, he identifies as a woman, can be in the same bathroom as me and as your daughters and as your children. Does that seem right? No. And these people are using this. I know you don't see it a lot because the media is not going to the media is not going to tell you, oh, trans men raped this child in public bathroom. They're not going to plaster that on the screen for you because it doesn't go with their agenda. So they're not going to do that. But don't be fooled. It's happening. And I'm actually share a link with you guys under this video when it's saved. You guys can go and you guys can check out the many articles of many situations where these men are dressing as trans in order to get to their next victims. And it's absolutely disgusting. And these are even boys that are in high school. I actually saw an article of it was a teenage boy. He was maybe like 14, 15, maybe 16 years old, trans boy, full wig, full makeup, everything, and raped this 4-year-old child. Yes, baby. That's okay. You guys can grab a snack. Tell her to stop doing that, okay? Okay, I'll get her, but I'm doing my video right now. Remember, I told you I'm doing my video. Please, I've already started it, love. So give me like 5 minutes. She said my daughter's eating paper. All right, y'all. Sometimes you just gotta let kids be kids. Yes, Aaliyah. It's okay. Just play with her. Just play with her. Now our bunny done got out. Oh Lord. Y'all. I'm telling you, my life is a show. All right, so let's get into it. I'm gonna share my screen. We're gonna talk about this pedophile, this rapist guy, okay? So I'm gonna share my screen here. If you're on YouTube, again, I always say it because I know I get new people on here that they don't really know how this works. But if you're new, if you're on YouTube, you can see my screen and what I prepare for you guys. Most of the time I have like a little preparation system going so you guys can see my screen and the notes I prepare. Okay, so let me go back. Let me go to, it's this one. Okay, perfect. So, okay, so let's go ahead and click this link. I'm gonna go to it with you guys. So this is this man's case, okay? And I kind of want to show you guys the he, she, should I say? The he is, you know, he's a biological male. I'm gonna show you guys the man in question, okay? So his name is Edward. His middle name is Edward. Edward Trimble. Aaliyah, what's going on, baby? What's going on? Okay. Edward Trimble. Oh, this is stressful. It's not coming up. What's his first name? Because I don't remember his first name. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay, well, you guys can look it up in a second. I need to get through this. Okay. So State versus Trimble. So this is the actual court case. So, and I'm not gonna read what he did to these girls. You guys will find these links. I will, if you're on Instagram, I don't know how to do a clickable link for this. But what I will do is if you go to my YouTube, I can always put clickable links there. You guys can read this for yourself. It describes what this man did to these two 9-year-old girls. He kidnapped them and he violently, orally and vaginally raped these two 9-year-old girls. This is the very first criminal offense that caused this man to get into prison, right? So this, and he was 20 years old. This man did this. So I'm gonna kind of hover over what happened. You guys can see here, if you're on YouTube, you can see on my screen, it shows what this is what was documented in the hearing. So they documented everything that all the questions, and they documented all of the answers. So everything that the young girls were asked and everything that they answered were documented. So on this link, you'll be able to see exactly how that conversation went and how this young girl explains what she went through. It's absolutely heartbreaking and disgusting. And so I'll hover. You guys can see YouTube on the screen. You can kind of see, you can read it yourself. I'm not going to read that out loud. But if you want to see the full thing, because I'm not going to, keep the full thing on here, you guys can see the full thing and look for yourselves through that link. So just wait for that link when I post this video. So did my tea bag explode in here? It sure did, y'all. I do like green tea, green and black tea, and chamomile tea, all these teas mixed together. And I think the tea bag exploded in there. That's okay. All right, so let's talk about this man. So it's gonna be a real short one, because what else? I'm not even gonna give it that much attention because this is disgusting and it's just a quick case that I want to talk about. So this man brutally raped two 9-year-old girls, okay? He got thrown into jail, into prison. When he got thrown into prison, he actually then proceeded to abuse and rape his male cellmate. Yes, he raped. Oh, wait, let me go back to when, okay, first of all, because he kidnapped these girls. So the story goes, these girls were playing outside, don't know where their parents were, didn't express where their parents were, but these two girls were playing outside and they lived in a sort of area that there was a lot of like forest, woods type of area, I guess. So this man, they were having trouble with some sort of string, getting some sort of string out of the bush or somewhere. This man seized an opportunity. He went up to the girls and he decided to try to strike a not a relationship with them, but just a nice vibe with them and talk to them like, oh, do you guys need help? And he helped them to take the string out. And because we know that more than likely these kidnappers and these evil, wicked rapists, they're not just gonna snatch children. Like some of them do. Don't underestimate. Some of them will snatch and go if they see the right opportune moment. But most of them are going to come very, very kind, very nice, try to talk to the children, try to get the children comfortable with them. Let me move this. Sorry, Instagram. They're going to try to get the children very comfortable with them, get the children very talkative with them, and then they're going to lure the children to where they want the children to go, right? So we know that that happens, and that's what this guy did. He used that same string to tie their hands, and he was able to pull them both towards the woods. So he pulled them deeper into the woods, sort of near where they were found, but not like too far. And then he realized, so he sits the girls down, and he tells them to start removing their clothes. So when they start removing their clothes, let me unshare my screen real quick, y'all. So when the girls stop removing their clothes, what he then proceeds to do is, okay, sorry, I'm just making sure everything's up and running. So someone walks by, right? But not to the point where they saw him, but the girls could easily like yell. I don't know if the girls did yell, obviously not, because they didn't get rescued. So he saw that he needed to go somewhere more secluded. So what he did is he put the girls into his car and he drove somewhere that was more secluded, where he could do these disgusting acts, and he did them in the woods with these girls. And so this is how that took place. So he lured them in. He acted as a kind person, just trying to help them. And then these girls then were tied. He was able to pull them into the woods, and he had to go somewhere else that was more secluded to do these disgusting, wicked acts that if he does not repent for them, he is going straight to hell. Period. This just gets me so upset. Like, it's absolutely disgusting. So anyway, these girls were then proceeded to be orally and vaginally raped brutally, it states also. You can see the details on the case. I will have that link there that I mentioned before. Guy gets found, gets thrown into prison. Guy violently raped and murdered his very first male cellmate. So this guy had demons, period. This guy had demons. This guy was wicked. He had demons. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but of the principalities, the rulers, the evil dark forces of this world. That's what my Bible says. And y'all may want to say, oh, the Bible's not real. Listen, the Bible is the most backed by evidence, physical evidence, spiritual evidence than any historic book you can find. I'm willing to die based on the truth of the Bible. That's how real it is for me. So if the Bible tells me we wrestle not against flesh and blood, we wrestle not against flesh and blood. And I can tell you, because I'm someone who has experienced spirituality, and it's real. Just like there's a good and there's a holy and there's a Holy Spirit, there is a demonic spirit. There are demonic spirits, multiple. There is a Satan. There's all of that. And so I do believe Satan, listen, demons need a body in order to carry out their plans here on earth. So when they enter the body, depending on the amount of demons that's in the body, depending on the willingness of that person to yield to those demons can wreak havoc. This is demonic. This is absolutely disgusting. I feel like every single rapist has been demonically possessed, period. There's no way that a person in their right state of mind can do this. It's disgusting. So anyway, so then he murders the victim. So let me tell you guys this portion of the story. So this man then, he now has multiple counts of rape and child molestation and now murder, right? Murder. And he gets put on death row. But what happens is he gets put on death row, but he got enough appeals to where the death row was eliminated and he just had to serve time in jail. So he's still in prison, not jail, prison. He's still in prison, right? But now, as of recently, how cute, this man now has completely transgendered himself. So he's transgendered himself to a woman, and he's now an advocate for LGBTQ in prison. Like, you think you deserve rights? You think you deserve to go into a woman's prison now? This man wants to get put into a woman's prison because he now says that he identifies as a woman. The same man who raped two 9-year-old girls, the same man who brutally raped his first cellmate and murdered him, wants to now get put into a woman's prison to serve the rest of his time, and is now an LGBTQ advocate. And they in LGBTQ, I believe there was an LGBTQ page that just shared his story like it's just so glamorous, like, oh my God, support him, he's LGBTQ in prison. These people have absolutely no shame. These people have absolutely no brain. These people are just as wicked as these rapists. It's disgusting. Like, they'll use anyone to share their agenda, to get through their agenda, even if it's a child rapist, a convicted and tried child rapist, and a murderer. It's disgusting. This man committed these acts. This man murdered these two 9-year-old girls. This man, sorry, not murdered. This man brutally raped these two 9-year-old girls in the woods. Okay. Then he proceeded to murder a cellmate. He's in jail. He got lucky because he was on trial for murder, escaped that. And then now he sees, hey, I have an outlet. I can just become a transgender. I can just say I'm a woman, and I can be an advocate for LGBTQ. Why? Because those people, they don't give a crap. They don't care who's an advocate for them. All they care about is who's pushing their agenda. So you know what? That's the outlet that he's trying to take now, because he now wants to get transferred into a woman's prison where he can go ahead and abuse more people and rape more people. It's disgusting. Now I'm going to share my screen and we're going to look at one more thing about this, because I want you guys to see. I think on the second link, I actually have the article where you guys can see a picture of this guy. So, and let me tell you, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to be none of that, but I don't play with that pronoun stuff. You know what I'm saying? You was born a boy, you was a boy. You was born a girl, you was a girl. And if you, and if you don't want me to call you as though what you were born, then just don't talk to me, period. You know, I'm gonna just put it, because I don't conform to the world. I don't conform to the world. If you were born a male, I'm gonna call you a he. And if you were born a female, I'm gonna call you a she. I don't conform to nobody, you know, period. And I follow what my Bible says. So if my Bible says God created male and female, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, but wait a minute, I want to conform. I want to be likable. No, I don't care to be likable. I get banned on multiple social media sites. I get censored on TikTok. You think I care? I don't care. I'm gonna still keep doing these videos because the truth will spread, period. All right, so I'm sharing my screen now on YouTube, and you guys are gonna be able to see something real quick that I want you guys to see. Okay. Child rapist and murderer lauded as a feminist. Feminist. Oh, and did you guys hear about that? All right, why they got this woman on here? Did you guys hear about that? The woman of the year goes to that transgender male. These people are so wicked and disgusting. They don't even, and these feminists, oh, women rights and all this, like, where are you at when these biological males are winning women of the year? Where are you? Like, it makes no sense to me. Anyway, child rapist and murderer lauded as a feminist and advocate for LGBTQ rights. As of July 24th, 2022, Patricia Elaine Trimble, a biological male. So this man, this rapist, raped two 9-year-old girls, for the people who just hopped on, raped two 9-year-old girls vaginally and orally, brutally, and then proceeded to murder his cellmate and rape the cellmate before he murdered him. Now this man is now identifying as a woman, and the new name is Patricia Elaine Trimble. How cute, right? Okay, so Patricia Elaine Trimble, a biological male who raped two 9-year-old girls and who murdered a developmental disabled cellmate while incarcerated, has been recently celebrated in left-wing media as a transgender woman, feminist, and activist. Trimble has been spending their time in prison. Did they really just use that? Has been spending their time in prison advocating. His time in prison is what they should have used there. So he's been spending his time in prison advocating for the rights of incarcerated LGBTQ community. Sir, sit down. You are a rapist. You are a biological male and a rapist. Sit down somewhere. You shouldn't be no advocate for nothing. For nothing. You shouldn't be no advocate. Have you repented? Have you repented of the rapes that you committed. You shouldn't be no advocate. You shouldn't be no advocate for LGBTQ community for nothing. You are a rapist. You're a rapist. You raped 2 9-year-old girls. You are a biological male now trying to be an advocate for LGBTQ community to get into women's prisons to continue on with your rape. And those are demons. Those are demons in this freaking man. That's demonic spirits in this man. He's wicked. Trimble is a regular contributor to the Prison Journalism Project. Listen, the devil likes to sweep in, and he ain't gonna look like the devil to you. He's not gonna look like the devil to you. No. He's gonna look enticing, and he's gonna look sweet, just like this man lured those 2-year-old girls by trying to help them. And that's how he got them and pulled them into the woods and did what he did to them. Okay? He tried to come as a kind person, and he ended up truly probably destroying those 2 girls' lives. So in 2019, Trimble published an academic paper in the Harvard Kennedy School student publication LGBTQ Policy Journal about the systematic discrimination against the LGBTQ community, of which Trimble only recently became a member. Trimble, 59, decided to transition to a woman in their mid-50s after learning about the transgender identity through an LGBTQ organization that Trimble reached out to following an alleged assault. So he got assaulted, so he can do the assault. He can do the raping and he can do the murdering, but he gets assaulted and he's like, oh no, I got to get out of here. I got to get out of here. He's a wimp. He's a coward. He's disgusting. He's disgusting. So Trimble at 59, now he's like, oh, listen, our other countries are laughing at the United States because while y'all worried about pronouns and while y'all worried about, oh, you called me the wrong pronoun and oh, I'm a male and oh, I'm a woman now. While y'all worried about that, there's real things going on that are actually going to affect our world in the future. But y'all worried about pronoun. Y'all worried about gender. What you need to be worried about is repenting or you will perish. Repent or you will perish. That's what you guys need to be worried about. You need to be worried about your filthiness and your sin. That's what people need to be worried about because this world is getting so wicked. And what the devil wants you to do is to focus on all of these things that don't matter. What matters is your soul. Where is your soul going after this? The life is only but a fraction. This isn't even life. True life begins once you die. That is true life. That is day 1 of eternity. Do you know what eternity is? You can count all of the specks of sand in every desert that exists, and you still won't get to eternity. That's how it's forever. It's never ending. So where is your soul going to be? Where is your soul going to be? People worried about pronouns and worried about all this stuff. Worry about your soul. Worry about turning from your wicked ways and from your sin, because sin leads to all of these depraved acts, these disgusting acts. Where do you think this man gets in the right state to rape these 2 9-year-old girls? It started off of something, right? Probably pornography, probably lust. I'm telling you, there's a root cause to this disgustingness. And if we don't get down to the root, that's where the enemy and the demons are going to take hold of your life and use you to do these disgusting acts. It's disgusting. All right, so last bit of it. Vice published a rosy portrait of Trimble in 2019 that focused on the inmate's transgender journey, but never mentioned the double child rape convictions and only glossed over the murder charge. Little is known about Trimble's crimes, who after assuming a new name and identity has been able to evade public disclosure. So now that this transgender, and we know this is a real thing, you can change your name legally in the state and everything. It's like you have a whole new identity. And so this is a part of the New World Order. This is a part of all of that stuff, y'all. This is wicked. I'm telling you, it's wicked. And it's all a part of their plan. I'm almost done, baby. Give me 1 minute. So this is wicked, you guys. This man is now running towards the transgender outlet to get himself out of a situation that he put himself into. It's disgusting. I'm exposing this man. I need to find a picture before I exit off of here, y'all. I need to find a picture of this man. I have to, because I need you guys to see what he looks like. Matter of fact, let me just look it up by the name that's probably why I can't find a picture of this man, because he changed his name, right? He changed his whole identity. There we go. This is it. This was him when he raped the girls. You guys can see. This is him when he raped the girls. He was 20 here. Disgusting. And this is him now. A transgender, feminist, LGBTQ advocate. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. This is him, you guys. So I want you guys to put a face to what I'm talking about. This is him. It's disgusting. And so I'm going to end it here. You guys see, listen, I know a lot of times people like, oh, say things in love and do things. This is disgusting. I'm sorry, but it enraves me because these are children. And how many more cases like this are happening right now or have happened? This is like, I get overwhelmed. Even like when I'm about to prepare to talk about this stuff, it's overwhelming to me. It's saddening to me because I'm just like, damn, I have to sit here and talk about this. You won't see this on the media. You think you're going to see this on news? You're not going to see this on the news. No, you're not going to see this anywhere. You want to know why? Because the news is paid off. Okay. So anyway, and you guys can think I'm crazy. You guys can think, whatever. Oh, she's crazy, I just had to mention this because I think this is wrong for this LGBTQ man to be, and I'm not even gonna say LGBTQ man, for this biological man to have committed these murders and to now be wanting to, he's transgender now, name is Patricia, and he's an LGBTQ advocate. And the funny thing is that they just glazed, they highlighted his journey as becoming a transgender, but they just glazed over the fact that he raped 2 9-year-old girls. It's disgusting. And I mean, you guys saw the details on that rape. That little girl experienced hell on earth in that moment. Those little girls. And so it's absolutely disgusting and heartbreaking. So thank you guys for joining me. If you guys have any questions, comments, definitely comment them down below. I'm going to be behind the scenes editing, getting all the links together. So if this is not posted immediately when I'm off of here, just give it like about 5 minutes and I'll get to it. Okay, guys? So love you guys. If you have any questions, again, comment them down below. I have a link on my Instagram bio. You guys can message me directly, any prayer requests, anything you want to message me privately. You don't want to comment where everybody can see. You can message me privately. I can pray for you, etc. Okay, so thank you guys. And God bless. And look out for sheep in wolf's clothing, because a lot of these transgender men, they know that they have an advantage and they get to their victims this way. Okay, they go the transgender outlet. So not every transgender, just because it's a transgender man, that don't mean they don't like women. That don't mean they're not a pedophile. Okay, so remember that. All right. God bless you guys. Love you guys. I'm ending it here.